there are two like fears. One, I won't know what to do with my time and I might squander it. And then two, it's like if I'm stepping back, I am making that financial business risk to bring someone in, so they're making that money. I feel pressure to like do something with my time to grow the business.
It perpetuates itself, right? Once you get the positivity in there and you get people in there, you get the business in there, it perpetuates itself. And then the reality is you got to focus on other things. You need to focus on marketing, right? My biggest job is, you go to these different classes, you learn from people like Glenn Savolsky, you learn from Dan the Pizza Man, amazing people. Who was it? The local guys too. There's been quite a few people over the years at Pizza Expo. I've learned so much for the seminars there. But they say the most expensive thing in a restaurant is an empty seat. How do you fill these seats? Well, I found when I was running a restaurant from the inside, especially managing it, I was looking week to week. I was looking order to order. Every Tuesday, Monday for Tuesday order, and every Thursday for Friday order. That's as much as I could plan. As I kind of stepped out, I realized I could, and I had other people doing those orders, I could go month to month. But once I got a regional and general managers in, I could step out. Now I can look quarter to quarter, year to year. What are the things we need to do to make us more successful? I feel that it's my job as an owner to make things as easy as possible for my staff. Yes, I want to test them to make sure they're all doing a great job, but I want them to make a test that they can win at, that they can be successful at. So I really focus on efficiency, on ordering things, on making sure that they got everything they need here to go well, and then also marketing for them and getting lately the menus, these new menus from Mailwise have just been amazing for us. Having being able to share our story, our drinks on these, and our new menu items are great. But we did a mailer, so opening up in COVID is a kind of a fun one. I couldn't do a grand opening. Usually we always do grand openings at all our restaurants. We couldn't do that here. We were lucky a week after we opened, the local King 5 affiliate posted us online, so we had people driving from all over the country to come visit us, but we never really got to know the community that way. So what I decided to do was, I said, how do I let people know I'm here? How do we show that this new restaurant that I've worked my whole life on is here now? What do I do? Do I do TV? Do I do radio? Do I do online? I don't know if any of that's going to work, but what I do know is if I mail a menu to every single person in this Kitsap Peninsula, it was I think 8 different towns, it's 50,000 people, we mailed our menus to. So every week for the last 5 months, we've been mailing 3,000 menus to every single address in Kitsap Peninsula. And the whole idea behind it was, I'll know for sure, you might not look at my menu, but I know you're going to look at my face and know it's going to be hand even when you throw it in the trash, right? So then people know, and that's brand recognition.
Yeah.
And that's, by me being out and being able to do that, really made a big difference of, once again, sitting butts in seats is really what your job is as a restaurateur. It's getting customers in the door and making sure things are running well so you can take care of them.
Everyone can do a better job of marketing, improving the little things, the processes, trying out new stuff.
This isn't new. This is literally the oldest thing in the book. But it's the first time, but it's new for even the county. So no one around here is doing mailers, like no one. And so I'm the one, no coupons. I'm the expensive place. When I open a business, I don't see where everyone is and try to be middle of the pack or lowest and all like that. I find what everyone else's prices are, and I do $1 or $2 more because I want to elevate the industry. I don't want to detract from the industry. I've learned over the years that I made it an affordable restaurant, casual affording dining. Everyone thought I was low class. Everyone thought I was cheap because it was inexpensive. I turn around, I charge more for the same product. I'm all of a sudden the best because I'm the most expensive. So people put value with money for like that. And everything we do is training and a mind game with people. So might as well tell people you're the best and get them to spend more money.
Yeah.
Because we used to do coupons all the time too. So we would do half off, 2 for $22s. We would have to work twice as hard for the same amount of freaking money. And when you're dealing with turnover all the time, and that was actually one of the biggest things I learned about marketing. When my mom had finally retired in 2013, I had to rip the business from her, like I said, to run it. I was like, oh crap, I have it. What am I going to do now? So I need to do a marketing calendar. I need to market. So I remember Pizza Man Dan, this guy is amazing. What this guy does is out of control. If you go to any seminar at Peaks Expo, it isn't mine, go to Pizza Man Dan's, right? So I asked him, I said, who does your social media marketing, your marketing calendar? He just showed me one of his buddies. I can't think of his name right now. I'm going to feel like a butthead for not remembering. So he said his photographer with the show was his guy doing the marketing. And so I went up to him during the show and I said, tell me how to do a marketing calendar. He said, no, you're not ready. And he ran off. And I got freaking pissed. Like, who's this guy to tell me I'm not ready to start marketing my restaurant? So I literally spent the whole rest of the Pizza Expo running after this photographer for the show, trying to tell him how ready I was. And then he explained to me, you're not ready for it. You need to have your team ready for it. You can't go out there spending all this money on marketing to have your team not be able to make a consistent pizza. You need to have the training in place so you know that your base is covered so you can handle anything you take them and you bring to them. And that really showed me that I needed the team, that, safety had to be first, no casualties, right? We needed a good base for me to do all this. Because once again, the idea, the persona, the speeches, everything, it's to get butts and seats. And how can I do that more? And it's by sharing who I am that way. So they need to have that base for it. And so it's always, and that was another thing too, you get to a point, why am I on the World Pizza Champion team? Why am I doing all this traveling? Is it for my ego? Is it for my business? And you got to realize it's been hard for me because it's not about my ego. It is about the business, but I have to put myself out there. So it seems like ego, but the reality is I'm getting people in my restaurant because that's really what it's all about. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about them. It's about the families that depend on this team, on this living being. And I love the idea that it's alive and everyone has a different position in it. And you can't go forward if all those positions aren't full, right? If there's no one to be accountable for what needs to be accountable, how are you going to grow with that? You can't.
I kind of like how you subtly lined what operators should be doing. When you step out, you make sure the foundation, the product is set, the people are set. After that, you go work on marketing and bring those butts and seats because the product is ready. Now, what's next?